My name's Jeila Gueramian, and we're here in Passaic, New York at my studio / dining room for now. Getting ready for this upcoming show. As you can see, it's very colorful. Explosion happening. I started thinking about springtime. We talked about springtime and growth and how we've had this dark, isolated time, and just really embracing this springtime and movement and the changing in scenery. And I kept thinking flowers and butterflies and all that. And so the colors just really directed me towards that. Let's step inside the experience of something else. Try to experience things through another lens. So stepping inside, say, like a butterfly, stepping inside a flower growing, or a cocoon, or a branch, a vine creeping around. Finding that spark of seeing something for the first time, which I feel like as adults, we really lose our connection to that. So I don't know what it's going to look like sometimes in the beginning, and I have to just trust that it'll just kind of unfold. I bring the flowers, but then I make the bouquet once I'm there. So I just add and grab things. So just really, it's like drawing with these items after I've gathered them. Initially, it's a very broad brush. I kind of have an idea. It's almost like it's not in focus, you know? I kind of think, oh, it's kind of like this. And as it unfolds, it kind of is unfolding to myself, which sounds really strange, but it kind of almost takes on its own energy. What I really want to do is honor all the work that goes into these pieces. So much time and love goes into it, and it's kind of, sometimes I feel like I'm giving it another life. I use a lot of found textile objects that I've collected in thrift stores, and people give them to me, and I just kind of draw from them when I work on an installation. So for instance, these vines back here, they were an Afghan that was made, and kind of through the years it's been felted a little bit, and so I take them apart and then I reconstruct them, and I stuff it with polyfill, so they're very lightweight, so they can be up high, creeping around. And I keep them in separate pieces until I'm at the location, so I can have the vine grow exactly the way that the room dictates. I try to use recycled materials as much as possible. These pieces were from an older Afghan that had a lot of holes, and it was just basically, ready for the garbage. But I, rescued a lot of these squares. When we're on site or beforehand, I'm thinking about making these kind of like thorns, or I will add them to these round pieces, which are old hula hoops. For instance, this one is a scarf that I stretched around, and then taking the tension, kind of bring it to the center, and then it kind of really shows off the negative space. It's not hand crocheted, but it's something that I found in a thrift store. This one is a hand knit piece, so it's an old scarf. They'll be above our heads and kind of almost like a canopy of leaves and flowers above your head. When you look, there'll be a few kinetic elements, kind of lure people into certain areas. Like, oh, is that moving? And then you come closer.
That one's spinning up there. Butterfly!
Hidden objects everywhere. If you come to see the installation, many times you'll find something new every time you come.
Whoa. Look! I think that's a spider web. No. Ah, snake! What is that? Is that a worm? I think it is.
Kids really enjoy the colorful installation, but I want adults to feel like a kid. It's kind of like the fort you'd build under the dining room table at your grandmother's house is the kind of feeling. And multiple people have come to me and said, it just reminds me of my grandma. I knew that Afghan there. I had that as a kid, and it really connects with them. Maybe bring a smile to their face. It's like so colorful, hopefully cheers them up, and we can all move forward in time to a much more fun experience.
He wanted the purple one. I like blue too, and orange.